It's mad. So we should be live now. We've got a few people in. Probably catch a few people off guard because we're a bit earlier than usual. So what I'll be doing is I'm doing the watch along. I'm going to end this stream at 1:45, and then I'm going to start a new one up, doing the watch along and the football for the friendly, which is kicking off at 8:00, isn't it?
Aye, I'll not be on the watch along, like.
Oh,
I'll be watching.
No, that's absolutely, that's fine. I'll be doing my usual stuff. Right, let's just reset this then. So then, lads, we're live now. How are you doing? What did you guys think of the last friendly game then?
Go on, Kev.
Well, like I've just said there, I watched the first half. I was away camping on the campsite, so I watched the first half. And I must say I was quite impressed with the new signings, all bar is it Talibi?
Uh-huh.
Aye?
Yeah.
Kid. I kind of now, like, how I watched it was because you've never seen them play before, so you're learning who's who as well, and because a lot of them look the same. Let's be honest. So I thought I'll watch it and see who sticks in my mind by the time I've finished watching it. That's kind of what I had the intention of. And the two lads in the middle were outstanding, I thought. Siddiqui and Diarra. Lafia as well, very calm taking his goal, wasn't he?
Ah, great.
Huggins, I thought he played well. But I was pleasantly impressed for it being just the second game, really. So much so I've put a bet on today for us to finish in the top 10.
Plus. What did you get for that, Kev?
22s.
He got barred for life from the bookies.
I think we put a bet on 1,000 quid at 25 to 1 for Sunderland to finish in the top 10. And when I looked at the picture, I was like, he's gonna stick $1,000 on, he's gonna win 25 grand if we're D. Is it impossible? I was like, no, it's not. It's very, very possible. So I think I'm just gonna put little amounts on it up until the season starts. That's my plan.
Aye. What did you think of it, Rich?
Aye, good. Like exactly the same as Kev. I think Siddiqui and Diarra played mint in the middle, and I was impressed by that Siddiqui because there was a moment in the match. I can't remember exactly what happened, but there was a moment in the match, and something happened, and you seen a bit of aggression coming out of him. You know what I mean? With him being such a small player, he's going to have to be like a terrier in that midfield, like, isn't he? But they looked a good partnership, them two, for the first proper game together. And I was just really impressed with Diarra. Diarra, he looks good, he looks solid, you know what I mean? He's got the strength to hold off players, wins that ball for it, he can drive that ball forward. He's already starting to show them what he can do. So, yeah, I agree totally. Those two, played a really good game. Enzo Lafia, yeah, he took that goal really well. Maybe he's just lacking a little bit of fitness, you know what I mean, like the rest of them. The same with the two lads on the wing, Talby and Diamanda. What's the other lad called that we got from Brighton? Diamanda? Diamanda? Something like that?
My mind's gone
back. I know. He's got he's got like a little bit of hair dye on the side of his hair, hasn't he?
Aye. Diamanda, the Ivory Coast.
Adingra.
Adingra. I could have told you that, Richie. Crikey, away.
No, I'm still struggling to pronounce Ronaldo.
We'll call him Ronaldo by the end of the season, and anyway,
you know. But no, them two, they showed a bit of pace and what they're about as well. But again, it's just lacking in fitness. I think it's going to be another maybe two or three games where we're going to see what them two are about. But aye, good.
I thought the centre half played really well as well with Ballard sealed.
Are you solid?
Sealed, aye. Yeah.
And I like everything was forward moving. There wasn't very much passing it across the middle, across the back. It was everyone was wanting to get the ball forward quickly, which is how I think we're going to play this season as well. I think our second is how I think we'll play is very much on the counter-attack with speed, aggression. And I think it kind of showed that in that game. There was very little went sideways and backwards. It was very much direct, forward all the time, running forward, passing forward, which is, I think it's great to watch. Whether it works in the Premier League against the big teams or what, but it's far better than playing defensive and kind of crossing your fingers. I think our best form of attack will be attack this season. You've got to do it.
I couldn't. I was like when I was doing the commentary, because I had to commentate on the whole match, and I'm a hopeless commentator, to be honest with you. I'm not the best at it, but I had no choice because I couldn't believe when I put the match on and it was silent. You could hear the crowd, but I thought, well, where's the commentary on it? You know what you're paying for? At least give us at half price if there's no commentary on the bloody match. Do you know what I mean? And I had a right job because I didn't recognise hardly any of the new players because the camera was quite far away and there was no names on the back of the shirts as well, just squad numbers. So I just had to see how number 27's got it, and I couldn't name any players hardly until it was close up. But what a nightmare! Like I say, there's loads of people kicking off because the fact, it's just a friendly. I mean, how ridiculous is it that the fact there's no commentary on it? Crackers. Oh, it's balmy. I tell you who played really well as well. Paddy Roberts. I thought he played class.
He was the best in the second half, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. He played well. He got back as well. You know what I mean? He done that job on the wing. But I was going to bring it up actually. What do you make of Dan Neil? Where can you see him fitting in this team? And I thought in that second half of the match, he looked lost. He just didn't look like he had confidence. He didn't look like he's the Dan Neil that we know. You know what I mean?
I mean, I only watched the first half, so I didn't really see Dan Neil and Roberts. However, when I watched the first half, I thought that in any ways, I actually thought Dan Neil doesn't fit into this. Because would I have Dan Neil over them two that's playing? No, I wouldn't. And I am a fan of Dan Neil. I think he does a really good job. I think he was really good for us last season. But does he play the way we need to play this season? And I don't think he does. I think he could be sold. I think he could go before the window, before the end of the window.
Yeah, I agree there, Kev. I thought the same. He might be away him.
I don't want to sort of pull the lad to bits and that, but I think he'll get eaten up in the Premier League. I think it's a league too far for him. Because I mean, there was too many games he went missing in the Championship, and when he's good, when he does turn it on, yeah, absolutely class. But I just think he'll just get eaten up. You need a big bulky player. There's not much on Dan Neil either. I just think he'll get ripped to shreds in the Premier League.
I mean, even if he was, let's say he was playing in the squad, and he was a sub, and they brought somebody off, what job would it be coming on to do in a game? You're either winning or you're losing. Let's kind of put it that way. Would you bring him on to try and change a game to win, and would you bring him on to try and protect the lead? And I don't think I would do either. Over them two, that's going to be in there. Let's face it, they're going to be the starting central midfielders, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's loads of fans gone on about the officiating as well. I mean, I thought that was just a bit of a mess. How the hell we didn't get a penalty in the first half, I just can't beg his belief. But it doesn't show you replays of incidents like that because it's just a friendly. But he nearly got the shirt rolled off his back. The referee didn't even look at it. Mienda was lively, but should he have buried that away? It's almost like when that ball was crossed into him, he was caught by surprise, wasn't he?
Aye.
He
should have buried that,
And then it was the second half when we broke. There was a bit of confusion between Isidore, who was the other player he was up with. All he had to do was square the ball, but he sort of got it. he got stuck between two minds to pass it and shoot.
Aye.
Is that him?
Aye.
He got stuck.
Reserve striker.
He got caught between two worlds. Whether shall I pass it or shall I shoot? And then he ended up doing the thing in the middle, which tripping out with the ball sort of thing. And Isidore was like head in his hands because that was a virtually guaranteed goal for him. That wasn't it. And there's a bit of hoo-ha about how much time the referee added on because of a 40-second injury. He added about 7 minutes on, didn't he? Past a lot of time.
With his fantastic moustache.
Aye. Ultravox.
I see that. I tell you what's worrying me, and I don't know about yous, but it's this defensive situation. But I think we've lost out on that centre-half from Bologna, I think. But when we played the other night, I was thinking, well, who else we got? You know what I mean, to come on. Look, O'Nine's still injured at the minute. So obviously we had Ballard and Seals. Don't get us wrong, like we've all said, I thought Seals had a decent game. It's just we haven't seen enough from him. You know what I mean? And he's injury prone as well, Seals. You know what I mean? He's been out injured for ages. And then we've got Hjelde and Elise, and again, Elise is an injury prone centre half. So really, we've only got Hjelde and the young lad Zach Johnson. We need to strengthen there now next. I don't think we need to concentrate on a striker, you know what I mean? And I think that might be an opinion where some people don't agree. I think we need to concentrate now and get these centre halves in before we look at strikers and goalkeepers and whatever, because we've got nobody there that's even got sort of top experience. Dan Ballard hasn't played in the Premier League, you know what I mean? Neither Seal. So that's the thing that's worrying me. I don't know about you, but
I do think they're the positions we need, and I do think we will. I do think we need at least two centre halves. I think. Does that run? Let's just call Ronaldo because it's easier and it sounds better.
Ronaldo.
So, does Ronaldo play left back?
Left back, and he's an attacking winger, Ronaldo.
So I think we need a right back and all then.
Well, you've got Alan Brown as well. That's what I was thinking. Maybe he's keeping Alan Brown for cover, for right back.
And to be fair, you got Luke O'Nine.
Yeah.
So that might be in his mind as well, But and while we're talking about goalkeepers, I thought Moore played really, really well. I was really impressed with him.
2 class saves, wasn't it?
Yeah, his distribution was brilliant. I felt really confident that he was in goal. After the first 15, 20 minutes, I just felt he was a safe pair of hands in the goal. That's how I felt.
He couldn't do nothing about the goal, because it was totally blocked. He couldn't see.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I can't see.
I mean, I hope our transfers haven't stopped. I mean, who do you think how many transfers would you still say we need, and what positions would you say? A striker, goalkeeper, defender?
So 2 centre halves to keep on a striker.
I do as well, because I think if we stick with what we've got, and if we make the decision and say, right, what we've got, that's it, I think we'll be in trouble.
I think we need two teams. I think every team in the Premier League needs 2 teams. If you know what I mean. If someone gets injured, you've got someone as capable to come in, or else I think that's where you're kind of in trouble, because as soon as you've got a weak link in the team, the better teams exploit that really well, and that's what can do you like.
It's yeah, I mean, I've been reading social media posts, and a few fans, believe it or not, starting to a lot of panic and thinking, oh, it's gone quite a bit on the transfer front. What's what? I hope we're not just going to stick with what we've got, because a few of them are saying, because if we do, then my God, we will struggle. And I hope they're not totally relying on Dan Neil and Luke O'Nine and this and that the other, because we've got to move forward. We'll just have to. We're getting there. We're doing the right thing. It's disappointing.
Neil, he sometimes drops into defence centre half.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's on his mind and all, but nah, definitely need 2 centre halves, definitely.
Oh, I mean, look, Dan Neil in defence and Luke O'Neill. I mean, come on, man. They'll get eaten up. They'll be like throwing a raw lamb into the Lions pit in the Premier League. You know, you need your big bulky players. It's just such a big step up. But yeah, there is plenty of time. I mean, it was disappointing that Lorient player that some had a problem with some sort of medical or whatever like that. But all the news outlets were saying everything's been agreed and Sunderland have got the man. And then the next thing I know, it's fell through. I thought, what?
No, I've read a photo of them.
You what, lads?
I read today it was his agent that caused the deal to collapse. So he'd already flew to Portugal. He'd already joined up with the team, everything. And his agents upset our club. He's upset us in some way, and they've just cancelled the deal. And they've said any further talks are irreparable. They won't deal with that agent anymore.
I mean, can they not bring some sort of ruling in to say like how much these agents can actually interfere? Because they seem to have more say than the clubs themselves. I mean, something needs sorted out with these agents, like, because honest to God, they're poison. The majority of them, they really are. They're poison. They cause so much hassle and.
I think the problem is a lot of the agents are in it for the self rather than the player.
Well, commission, isn't it?
Aye, and they treat. I guess it is like that in anyways, but they treat the player as an asset of their business.
Mm-hmm.
And is it the agent's fault or is it football's fault that that's the case? But
well, it's like you selling your windows, isn't it? You can Margaret down the road wants to spend 12 grand on getting a house done up, but you reckon you can get 20 grand for the house 4 or 5 doors further up. It's like you're gonna get as much as you can, because at the end of the day, everybody looks after number one when it comes to money, and that's exactly what that agent's doing, isn't it?
Right.
But you've got to take your hats off to Sunderland though for not being rollovers, as if to say, all right, I'm going on your bike, see you later, because
that's a good point.
That's changed, because we used to be the yes sir sort of club. It's like, oh yeah, we'll pay this extra. Look at the Will Griggs and all that carry on. Not anymore. If they're not happy with something, it's just see you later. It's all right, shut the door behind you.
Because ultimately they've got to have a relationship with the player and their entourage, because in 3 years' time there could be another deal need negotiated, extend contracts, things like that, and like what you've just said, unless you draw a line in the sand of what you're prepared to tolerate, the next player that comes along, people will know, or if you say this, do this, ask for this, they'll not deal with you. So it's a good thing, I think.
Just going to catch.
We're not desperate as well, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? We're saying,
we're not desperate.
If you can have that attitude, So that's good. Like you just said, it's changing.
Just going to catch up on the chat. I've not read any messages and stuff. Stephen Martin says, sorry, I don't want Dan Neil in the team. Audit North Tyne says that who's the woman on the thumbnail? That's Trisha, and one day we'll get her on live. She's the moderator on the channel. We don't bite, do we? Where are we? Disillusioned says we need a Premiership quality keeper. We do. He also says Neil was very poor at times last season. He would not cope in the Premiership. Auditon says I would love a penalty tonight, as we need to score one. I certainly do with penalties. Tricia says, sorry for messing about. Unfortunately, it's my ugly mug, she says. Defence is the best form of attack, says Kingfisher. Auditon says, my first time on a live fully. I normally just watch commentary on here. Well, welcome along, Auditon, mate. It's good to pop on. I'm usually 8 or 9, but because I'm doing the commentary straight after this, it's a bit earlier. Etienne says we're already on a good path. Trust in recruitment, says Jim N. He says they'll get the players in, which you have to, because let's face it, look where we are now. They've done something right. They've surely they'll be pointed in the right direction. Arthur Bushby says Leeds United best team in England. You know this, says Arthur. And he says Sean Langstaff. Have they signed Sean Langstaff? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Aye. And he says Bamford not in 4K plans. And some fans were saying, like, should we go for Bamford? No, thank you. I think he's had his day, and I don't think there's many Leeds fans as well that will be that'll miss Bamford when he guns. Jack Harrison like the new signing. You must have got another signing, says Arthur. Jim says recruitment won't be taking the rest of the summer off. They'll get players in. And Dougie, the other moderator, how are you doing? It says hi, Cabbie, Richie, and Kev. Yeah, so I mean, because I've been busy, I've not really seen. I've got the team news for tonight.
Oh,
We've got.
I know I've just put the stream on to see if there was any, but there's it's just showing you the warming up at the minute, like so.
We've got our keeper is NNA Nuku. Who's that?
Oh, is that Blondie?
Aye.
Blondie, aye.
And then we've got Hume. We've got Ballard as captain. We've got Sealt. Then we've got Harrison Jones. We've got Talby, Diarra, Siddiqui, Adingra, Lafee, Mienda. That's a kind of strong lineup, that, lads.
That is, aye. Strong, that. Yeah.
Who's playing left back then?
Don't know.
Must be Harrison Jones, is it?
Could be.
Is he a left back, mate?
Nice midfielder, isn't he? But he might be having a look at him. Playing
Or
there,
might be testing a 3 at the back, eh?
Aye, that's true, aye.
I mean, do you guys, are you like me, you don't really look too much into friendlies and stuff? It is just a kick about and just see what's working there and whatnot? I mean...
Nah, only Newcastle fans say stuff like that, Cabbie.
10,000 gone out with Celtic.
Aye.
I think friendlies are important, and the reasons for instance, when I'm tapping the Mickey out the Newcastle mates over the weekend there, and I knew what they'd say. It's only a friendly doesn't mean now. However, it does mean something, because to be beaten 4-0 off a team they class as championship level, let's put the other day, but to be beat 4-0, you're either one of two things. You're either your squad's not good enough, or you didn't try. And both of them things is bad. Because it means if you didn't try, you've got a bad attitude. You should try no matter what. And if your squad's not big enough or good enough, you're in trouble next season. So, I think friendlies are vital, mate. And I think it's good for the manager. Let's see if he does play with 3 at the back tonight. And he's experimenting with a 3 at the back, a 3-5-2-1 or whatever, And it's good that he can experiment in what should be a competitive game, even though it's a friendly.
It was definitely competitive and physical. The last game, like, it was like they were quite dirty. I thought Sevilla. There were a lot of snapping at ankles and there was a lot of shirt pulling from them. A hell of a lot.
Until Hume clattered that bloke in the first half.
good old Humey boy. But I mean, do you reckon you can sort of have a roughish guess to see where Sunderland at when you watch them?
I think he's just trying to bond them at the minute. I think he's just trying to have a look at them playing in positions and maybe playing a few players out of position to see how they get on. But I agree with Kev. Depends on what your team is, in my opinion. If it's a new team and you've got a lot of size we have, then it's going to be used to go out there, shows what you're about. Let's have a look at you. You know what I mean? Go and impress us. And then towards the end of the friendlies, that's when the sort of like team needs to gel and bond, and then he needs to pick his final team, I would say, for the last game or two, and then he has a good idea of who's going to be playing where and sort of like what position he wants them in as well. But like you can now, you know what I mean, use these games to say, shows what you've got, impress me, let's see what you're worth, and that goes for the whole squad, and that only brings good things. It brings like the competitiveness between the players. They wanting to do well for it. And when the time comes, you know what I mean, they're going to be on such a buzz. that we're back in the Premier League and playing top flight football again, that, you know what I mean, the team will be on a high, and that's hopefully what he's going to be doing. Like, so I think we'll just wait and see how it goes. Like, but that's what I would do.
Hello, Ken Walton, a member of the channel. How you doing? Dougie says, for less than a pint of beer, you can become a member of the Mackem Cabbie channel. For less than a pint of beer. Oh,
where's he buying his beer from?
You know. No, but I mean, it was a tale of two halves, wasn't it? I mean, we brought the younger lads on for the second half, and even then, I didn't think Sevilla had much of a threat. You know, they had all the possession. I thought we pretty much dealt with it all right at the back, to be quite fair with you. So I think, would I say a 1-1's a fair result? I would say aye. I would say a 1-1's a sort of fair result for a knockabout, like. And it's at the same ground again tonight, apparently.
Aye.
It is. So it's at neutral ground, apparently. So I don't know who the subs are for tonight either. It's no, it's just.
What was the game again? Tell it. Who's in the midfield? Just the midfield? Are they two playing again? Starting again?
We've got Harrison Jones, Talby, Diarra, Siddiqui, Adingra, Lafayette, Mienda.
Aye.
Big Diarra and Siddiqui sitting a bit deep on us, and then Lafayette a bit to push on. So he must be.
So what channel have you found the match on, Richie, tonight?
No, I've paid for it, but the stream's not that good. I'm being honest, it's a bit patchy, like.
Is it? Sometimes it can be. I mean, I've got it just says video available soon in 25 minutes.
I've got it on now.
Aye.
It should be available now.
I've paid for mine. Oh yeah, it does. I watch live now. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, you're right.
In Seville.
Aye. You often do get sort of grainy pictures and stuff.
Grainy for you as well, is it? A bit patchy.
It's a little bit patchy, like but
aye.
It's got like funny lines on the strip when they're running.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, mate.
Looks a bit like Minecraft.
Must be wearing them tops from Turkey.
I know. So what do you guys think about the possible leaked Sunderland strip? Have you seen it? It literally looks like the Patrick strip.
I've seen a few things on, but I don't think it is. The ones I've seen's got the Love Supreme badge on the arm, which is not Reapers, obviously. No. So I'm
going to see if I can get this up. Just bear with us a second. Carry on chatting. I'm going to see if I can bring up the stream. Not the stream. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll fetch it up there. I'll leave that on for a second or so. That is assumingly the leaked football strip.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
If people can see that, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is the.
It looks like a Sunderland top, doesn't it?
Last season's was better than that. I didn't like the colour on that. It's a bit, in my opinion, it's a bit of a downgrade on last season's home strip. I think last season's home strip was lush. It was really, really nice when that one's. I mean, I like the bringing back obviously the blue and the older strips. You know what I mean?
To me, I mean that looks not like a Hummel strip. That like. I mean, I can understand we're going back a little bit for nostalgia and all that, but I think Hummel should stick to Hummel. To me, that looks like just like the Patrick top, like, and it's got those like chainmail little things going down the white stripes as well. But like I say, a lot of fans saying, Mark says not for me, Wincy Fairweather not for me. Rob says soon to be known as the Premier League winning kit. Grant Young says, how can anyone look at that and think that's lush? He says, let's wear that this year is beyond me. Like, get the badge away from the middle. It is just wrong. So there's quite a few. Well, I would say more than quite a few that didn't like it, to be honest with you.
No, I'm not a fan of it, like, either. It's not my cup of tea. I'll still buy it, obviously, but it's just, I think it's like I keep saying to you, man, it's just a downgrade from last season's home strip. That was just probably one of the nicest ones we've had in a long time, that. But,
Biz has just asked the team lineup, so I'll give you them again, Biz, if you've just joined us. The keeper is how are you pronouncing the keeper? Noku or something? Is that his name?
Blondie.
Well, we call him
That's called,
Blondie. And then we've got Hume, we've got Ballard, Sealt, we've got Harrison Jones, Talby, Diarra, Siddiqui, Adingra, Lafay, and Mienda. That also doesn't feel like a sun inside saying all them names, does it? It just doesn't, like. So that's your that's the first team. Colin Major, hello Colin, how you doing, mate? He says the Mags are just nervous because they know they are facing the best team in the Northeast this season. And that's what we can do. We can just have a bit of fun. We've got nothing to lose, man. Sometimes using low resolution can work better than high resolution because it uses less bandwidth, says Jim. Just depends as well, Jim, doesn't it, what the signal is. And I love Kev's wallpaper, by the way. Look at that. That's lovely. I think he's got a matching shirt when he goes out on the town. He's back. I better shut up. Richie's just been saying he loves your wallpaper.
oh, it's lovely, Kev.
Lovely, isn't it?
Did you choose that yourself, did you?
Aye.
Maureen's just says Hummel would struggle to supersede last year's strip. I mean, I would like to know who actually has the final say in the strip. Is it Hummel? Is there a designer in the club? I'd like who actually makes these decisions or designs them. Does somebody design it at the club and say, I'm going to email us to Hummel and say, can you make this for us, please? I don't know.
No idea, mate.
I think it would be a joint thing. I think somebody from the club has to be involved, don't they? They have all these little little things on the strip now, don't they? Like the phrases on the inside of the tops and the, like little iconic little things about the club and the area. They kind of adding that to the strip in there. And what did last season? Did they have the what was it, man? Like the location number of the stadium light or something, didn't they? On the inside.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, it was the.
I think little things like that. I think little things like that make a big difference. It's like makes it personal. It's not just a strip. It's like a personal thing.
It is, of course, it is. Hello to Paul Stratton, Coventry fan. He always pops in the channel. Hope you're doing well. And how's things at your end with your signings? Anything else new? Gary Hoyle says AI predicted us to be 20th and relegated. How can a computer judge how a league can end up, lads? Well, honest to God, take it, leave it with that as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? If it was that clever, it would pick me lottery numbers, wouldn't it? So what are you expecting from tonight then? Pretty much similar game? Get a strong side out, second half, bring the kids on?
So I think that's going to be the crack. I want to see a little bit more from the two wingers tonight. Like I said, Diarra and Siddiqui impressed us in the first game. I want to see a little bit more from them too. Just, a bit more confidence, a bit more attacking on that wing, running with the defence, you know what I mean? And maybe Mienda as well. Mienda to get a couple of goals, I think that'll do his confidence the world of good. Obviously, with the last game missing that sitter and obviously a few incidents happening for him. So it'll be good to see him getting the score sheet tonight. But yeah, definitely, I just want a good attacking performance and just to see what Reggie's coming up with. Like Kev, like you said, man, at the start, I agree with you. You could see it in the last game. He's kind of like doing the high press when we need to, but we're sitting in this low block. And I think that's why he's brought these wingers in that have got a lot of pace so we can counter-attack rapidly And when we do it, we're one of the best teams, you know, and counter-attacking teams that were out there, you know. So we've definitely got the players for that. We've just got to be careful that we don't want to sit too low too often. We need to press as well. But yeah, be interesting.
Steve Taylor says, "Hi guys, reporting in from Estadio Algarve." So Steve Taylor, he's there. So let us know whereabouts you're sitting, and I'll keep an eye out for you. Hello, Tony O'Reilly. Hi, Cabbie and gents. We'll be finishing this stream in about 2 minutes, but I think Kev and Richie are going to be doing their own thing. They're watching the game. I'm going to be doing the watch along, and I'm going to be doing the live commentary straight after this is ended. I'll be starting another stream up and doing the watch along for the next match, which kicks off at 8 o'clock. I'm going to ask you lads about Mundell. A lot of Sunderland fans are saying, like, keep him, and some are saying he's getting a bit of a liability, injury prone. I mean, do we need them type of players? Some fans are saying he's not going to be that missed if he did go, because what good is he if he's on the sidelines all the time? Kev, what do you reckon to that?
I like Mundell. However, getting injured again, same injury, is it a problem? Like an actual, what's going to be a problem long term for the lad, you know, unfortunately. Does he have a week? I mean, there is people who struggle with certain injuries, isn't it? Because of the muscle structure, and it's just in their DNA, kind of in the structure of the body. Hope it's not. I do like Mundell. However, unlike last season, if he's out, am I really bothered? Not anymore.
No.
So, if we got good money for him, I think I would sell him now. I didn't think I'd say that, but I think I would if we got good money for him.
I mean, Richie said, didn't you as well? It's like these players, if they've got a weak spot like 09 with his shoulder, it looks Mundell with his hamstring is just going to be recurring. But you can't afford to have a good player on the sidelines all the time. So I'm going to have to end this stream. First of all, a little tiny update on your father, Kev. I mean, still everybody's asking after him, and how's everybody doing?
He's all right. We've been out. I've took him out today for his haircut and his beard done, and we've had fish and chips. But I'm at my mum and dad's now, so I can hear him in the other room asking, "Where's the match? Where's the match? What time's the match start? Where's the match? We're gonna miss the match." It's all I can hear. I guess you watch. Have you paid for it as well? Watching it at yours, Kev? No, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it through the stream. Like I said, I was on I watched it. The first half the other night, perfectly fine, through that VIP box.
All right,
and
guys.
And it had commentary on.
Oh, great
so
stuff.
I'm gonna watch it through that.
All right then. Well, cheers. Like I say, I'm going to end this now, and I'm going to be starting the stream with the other one. Big regards to your family, Davey and everybody. I believe it was Gemma's birthday yesterday, wasn't it?
Saturday. It was Gemma's birthday.
Gemma's birthday Saturday, right. So let's enjoy the match tonight. Cheers, Richie, for coming on, and cheers, Kev. Cheers, Trisha. Paul Stratton's just said, I'm going for 0-0.
I'll go for 2-1 to Sunderland.
2-1. Richie?
I'll fancy a 3-2. 3-1, 3-2, something like that.
Good game.
Okay. Best wishes to Big Davey from Sky Blues, says Paul Stratton. So a nice shout there.
Thank you very much. I'll pass that on.
Okay. Right, I'll end the stream now. Thanks very much, and thanks a lot, lads, and enjoy the game tonight.
Enjoy the match.
See you later.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, man.